Now we will see the solved examples. So here A, B, C are any points on the circles. Here is A, B, C. These points are there. They lies on the circle with center O. This is the center of the circle. And what we have to write? That is, write the names of all arc. So first write the names of all arcs. Okay. Write the names of all arcs formed due to these points. Okay, so which arcs are formed here? If you see here, arc AB, arc BC, arc AC. That first we will write. First arc AB. These are the minor arcs. Then BC, arc BC. Then arc AC. Okay. Now after this, if you see here, arc ABC, arc ABC. So we write here arc ABC. Next we will see arc BCA, arc BCA, arc BCA. This is 3 letters. So BCA, and lastly CAB, arc CAB. Okay, so these are the arcs formed by these 3 points. Okay, that is the answer of first question. Now which is the second question given here? If measure of arc, this is the second question. Measure of arc BC, if measure of arc BC is equals to 110, is equals to 110 degree, and measure of arc this AB means its measure is given 110. Okay, and measure of arc BC, AB is equal to 125 degree. Here AB is equal to 125 degree. Okay, then find measures of remaining arcs. Okay, that is the second question. Okay, now its answer. First of all, how many arcs are here? Suppose here, first of all, we will find the measure of this BC is given. Okay, then AC is BC is given. Here is BC. BC is given. AC, ABC, and AB is given. Here we want to write AB. AB. Measure of arc BC is given. AB is given. So how much is the measure of AC? So measure of AC is equals to what? 360 minus the sum of this both. So first of all we will find measure of arc AC. Arc AC is equals to measure of arc AC is equal to measure of arc 360. Our whole circle's measure is equal to 360 degree, minus we have to subtract this both arc, minus into bracket we will write measure of arc. We can write in different way also, but first of all if we find the measure of ABC, then we can easily subtract. Otherwise in this way you write 360 minus measure of arc AB plus BC. Measure of arc AB plus measure of arc which BC. Okay, so here 360 minus, you can solve it another way also. Here 125 plus 110. Sum of this both is equal to 360 minus sum of this both is equal to 235 degree, and the subtraction of this both. So here if you see here, sum of this is 235 and its measure is 125. So measure of AC is equal to 125 degree. Okay. Now we got the measure of AC. Now if you want to find out ABC, here is A, B, C. You get it here just only in this way you can solve this. So here we write measure of arc ABC. This is first, that is second. ABC is equals to measure of arc AB, measure of arc AB plus measure of arc BC. Okay, and here you have to find 125 plus 110, measure of 125 and 110 is equals to 235 degree. Instead of writing this, you write here only measure of arc ABC here, and if you solve then also you will get the answer. Okay, now we find the measure of arc ABC. Now we have to find out BCA and CBA. So measure of arc, here we will write similarly measure of arc, otherwise space is not there, we will write directly here measure of arc ACB. We will find ACB or BCA. ACB is equal to, just see ACB. So we have to add AC and BC, then we will get is equal to measure of arc AC plus measure of arc which we have to do here BC. Or instead of that, if we subtract 360 minus, instead of this if we subtract 360 minus, we have to find which are ACB. ACB. So if we subtract 125 from 360, we will get the answer. Okay, 125, 360 minus 125. So its subtraction is the 235 degree. So sum of this both is also means 125 plus this is also 235. Otherwise you just subtract 360 minus 125, you will get the 235. By both way you can solve. Afterwards last we will find the measure of arc BAC. Let now BAC. You can solve it this way also. You just add 125 plus 125, otherwise subtract 110 from whole circle. Okay, so its measure of circle is equal to 360, and if you subtract which 110, you will get here its subtraction is the 250 degree. Okay, so by using the property that is sum of all arcs of a circle is 360, we use this property, and sum of measures of a circle, that two properties we use and solve, we find the measures of all arcs of a circle. Okay, after that we will move towards the next example. Now in this second example, in figure, a rectangle PQRS. If you see in the figure, this is PQRS is a rectangle. What is the property of rectangle? The properties of rectangles are opposite sides are congruent to each other. Okay, what? Opposite sides are congruent to each other and all angles are 90 degree. If these conditions get fulfilled by the quadrilateral, then that given quadrilateral is a rectangle. Okay, so here if it is a rectangle, PQ is congruent to SR and they are parallel to also each other, and PS is congruent to QR. Okay, now what we have to is inscribed in a circle. If you see, this PQRS is inscribed in a circle, means PQRS is inside the circle and its vertex are on the circle, means this PQRS are concyclic. Points PQRS are concyclic and center of the circle is T. Now we have to prove that PQ is congruent to SR. What? Arc PQ. This arc PQ is congruent to arc SR. It is very easy because these two are the congruent chords. If chords are congruent, then arcs are also congruent, that we seen. Corresponding arcs are also congruent, that we already seen. So first of all we will see the solutions. First part, that is how to show PQ is congruent to SR. Okay, so first, as you know that quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Okay, if it is a rectangle, PQRS is a rectangle, then this PQ is congruent to SR, but it is a chord of circle. So side PQ means only the chord of circle PQ, and SR means chord of circle. So instead of writing side, I will write here chord PQ is congruent to chord which SR, chord SR, and reason is the what? Opposite sides of a rectangle. Reasons are very important. All of you just write down always. Opposite sides of rectangle. Okay, what is the property of rectangle? That is opposite sides are congruent also and they are parallel also. So from that we use the congruent. Opposite sides of rectangle are congruent. Okay, now if the chords are congruent, just now we seen that if these chords are congruent, then corresponding arcs are also congruent. So here we will write therefore arc PQ that is corresponding arc is PQ. So this is chord PQ, this is corresponding arc PQ. Arc PQ is congruent to, and SR's corresponding arc is this. This is arc chord SR and this is arc SR. So here arc SR, and reason behind it is the what? Arcs corresponding to arcs. Just now we seen the last lecture we seen these two theorem. Corresponding arcs corresponding to congruent chords. Okay, if these chords are congruent, arcs are also congruent. So many times I was repeated this. Okay, so because we use this property, and that is our first proof. What we shown? Only these are the opposite sides of rectangle. If sides are congruent, and these are the chords also circle, same circle. So their corresponding arcs are also congruent. Okay, now we will move toward the second proof. So for second we will see here same way, if chord PS is congruent to QR, what I said, chord PS is congruent to chord QR. Chord PS is congruent to chord QR. Reason is same. This is opposite sides of a rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle. Okay, just now we seen that in that way. What if these chords are congruent, corresponding arcs also congruent. Therefore here chord PS is congruent to arc PS is congruent to arc QR. Reason is same. Arcs corresponding to congruent chords. Okay, now this PS is congruent to QR. Now what we have to find out? We have to show that SPQ. This SPQ is congruent to PQR. What I said? SPQ is congruent to PQR. That we have to show. If you notice these two arcs, that is SPQ and PQR, in this arc PQ is common in this both. Okay, arc which PQ is common. Okay, so we will write here, therefore measures of SP or PS, measure of arc PS is equals to PS is equal to measure of arc QR. Okay, if these are congruent, its measures are also same. Now what we will do, in this PS and QR inside PQ we will add. Okay, here we will write now measure of arc PS, measure of arc PS plus this PQ we will add at both sides, measure of arc PQ, okay, is equals to this side also we will add PQ, measure of arc QR, measure of arc PQ, measure of arc PQ. Okay, now after adding this, what we will notice that SP plus PQ, SP plus PQ is equal to SPQ. This side we will get. Okay, so we will write here. Therefore, sum of these two arcs is equals to measure of arc SPQ. SPQ. Okay, what I said, PS plus PQ is equal to measure of arc SPQ, and this side QR plus PQ is equals to PQR, measure of arc PQR. Sum of this both is measure of arc PQR. Means SPQ is measure of arc SPQ and PQR. It's same, and if its a measure is same, these two arcs are congruent to each other. Therefore, arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. Okay, so in this way we prove that arc SPQ and PQ are congruent to each other. So we prove this by using the properties of rectangle and the properties of arcs of a circle. By using these two properties we prove the measures, that is arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. Afterwards we will see some of the points which are important we studied, and then you are going to solve the practice set 3.3 by using the properties of this properties just we learn. Okay, now we saw the theorems. This is theorem, the chord corresponding to congruent arc of a circle or a congruent circle are congruent, and another is converse, that is the corresponding arcs of congruent chords of a circle or congruent circles are congruent. That theorems we see, and after that we will see, we saw the examples of this, two examples we saw, and now we will see the points of remember this, and inside it, in it we see, that is the angle whose vertex is center of the circle is called as a central angle. The angle whose vertex is center of the circle is called as a central angle. Okay, for that here I will show you figure from this only. So here in this figure the center of the circle is O. Okay, and it is also the vertex of this angle POQ. Okay, for this it is the center, and here ROS, for this angle also O is the center. So if it is a vertex also and it is a center of the circle also, then this angle is called as a central angle. Okay, then afterwards second point from the remember this is the definition of major arc. The measure of minor arc is measure of its central angle. Means how much is the measure of minor arc? Same is the measure of central angle. For example, suppose the measure of POQ, measure of POQ is 70, then this arc's measure, that is PMQ's measure, is also 70. If ROS measure is suppose it is also suppose 70, then S and R is also 70. Okay, but when the radius is same at that time. Okay, next point, that is measure of As you know that the whole circle's measure is 360, and from minor arc, if you want to find out the measure of major arc, then you have to subtract the measure of minor arc from the 360, then you will get the measure of minor arc. And measure of semicircle is how much? It is 180 degree. Okay, suppose this is a circle, it's a this angle, see this is semicircle, this is diameter, so the measure of PO is the center of the circle, POQ is 180 degree. Okay, because it is a semicircle, and opposite of it is also what? It is 180 degree. Then this semicircle means this part. Okay, it is also, suppose I will write x here, so PXQ is also 180 degree. Now when two arcs, what they told you, when two arcs are same radius and same measure, then they are congruent. That is very important. When two arcs, that we studied, when two arcs with same radius and same measure, then they are congruent. Okay, if radius is different, then they are not congruent to each other. That we saw here in this figure. What we saw here, if the measure of arc is same here, but AB and DE, for this, if central angle is 70, then AB and DE are congruent? No, they are not congruent, because the radius is different. It is 70, then it is 70, but the major radius is smaller here, and for this the radius is greater. So when they are congruent to each other, when their radius is same. Okay, after that we saw the next point, that is the here, when only one point C is common. Okay, when only one point C is common, that is C, ABC, CDE of the same circle, then measure of arc ABC plus CDE is equal to measure of ACE. Okay, and for that we saw this figure. For this what I told you, when the measure of ABC plus CDE, okay, is equals to measure of ACE. Okay, but if we add ABD and then BCBDE, then BC, this part of the circle is repeated, then the sum of ABC plus BCE is not equals to ACE. In that way we see in this point. Afterwards the next point is the here, the chords of same or congruent circles are equal. What they said, chords of same and congruent circle, that just we seen in 2 lectures before, that is chords of same and congruent circles are equal if they are related arcs are congruent, and its converse, the arcs are congruent, then their chords are also congruent. That we saw in these two theorems. Okay, where see here, what if the arcs are congruent, if chords are congruent, means PQ is equals to SN, then this arc PMQ and SN are also congruent, and its converse inside we saw that when these chords are congruent, the arcs are congruent, then chords are also congruent. Okay, so we saw these points in this all from Monday. Now you are going to solve the practice set number 3.3. Inside it one HOTS question is there, that is the question number 2. It's HOTS, but it is not actually so hard. So see here, what we have to show in triangle QRS, equilateral triangle, prove that arc RS, QS and QR, means RS, this RS arc they are saying, RS, QS and QR, these are, we have to show the congruent, and it's easy because it is equilateral triangle, and you all know that measure of equilateral triangles is the what, each angle's measure is 60 degree. So this angle QRS is 60, ROS is also 60, and QSR is also 60. And as you know that if arcs are congruent, if angles are congruent, the respected arcs are also congruent. In that way you can show this. And afterwards ROS is equal to 240 we have to show. QRS we have to show how much? 240. So if you see in the figure, this is Q R. Yes, measure of whole circle is how much? 360, and minus, if this arc is 60, this angle is 60. Okay, if this angle is 60, then its measure is double of it, that is 120. Okay, and this measure is also 120. Okay, so this 120 is the 240, and if you subtract this both, you will get its measure. Sorry, that only we have to find out. So, and remaining arc is, so this measure is, total of this is 240, and measure of remaining is the 120. In this way we can prove that both the angles. Okay, so all of you solve these 3 examples, and then we will take the next part of the our circle lesson, and that is activity. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.